Well, here at the Dubai Airshow, you really understand how important MRO is coming. Did you know that in the Middle East, it's forecast that in the next decade, the Middle East will overtake China with 11.6% of the world's MRO business? Well, that's good news for Joramco, the independent MRO provider in Jordan. And we are with Fraser Currie, the CEO of the company. Fraser, welcome. That's got to be great news for you, isn't it? How important MRO is getting.
Yeah, good morning, Alan. Yeah, it's fantastic news. The announcements yesterday, some of the biggest announcements in the UAE with Emirates, Fly Dubai, 787s, Fly Dubai, great news. But for us as an independent, it's wonderful. All we have to do is try to increase our capacity to keep up with the growth that the airlines are having at the moment.
So it is exciting. I mean, we've heard Emirates have announced their new engineering centre to be built here at Dubai World Central. You're doing some stuff with Emirates, but are you going to invest in order to join in with them in the party?
Oh, 100%, Alan. We started working with Emirates back just prior to COVID. We were doing the Longeron mods on the 777s. Now, I'm delighted to say that we've been working with Emirates over the last few months doing 777 C checks. And as we know, great news at the show, we've just signed up for a second line of Emirates 777, and that's through to the end of 2025. So we are fully invested in that relationship.
Now, of course, one of Emirates' biggest challenges is the A380 and the works they've got to do on that. Are you going to join in that one?
Alan, you're asking some great questions. At the moment, Joramco is just about to cut soil on its new wide-body hangar. Now that wide-body hangar will be up and running for Q4 2024, and that hangar is A380 capable.
Okay, now we look at that investment that's going on thanks to the DAE ownership that you now have.
Yep.
And we look at Jordan. Have you got enough room to continue the expansion to be able to provide the services you are?
The deal we've just taken with the Airport Authority and the government of Jordan is to take an additional 82,000 square metres of land at Queen Alia, which is immediately adjacent to the current hangar layout. Now, that gives us the ability to put up the A380 hangar that's going up, as I mentioned, for Q4 next year. That hangar is able to take 5 lines of maintenance for narrow body at the same time. Now we've made that capable for MAX 10, it's A321 XLR capable, so it's a big hangar. Now beyond that, we have the facility to put up an additional 2 hangars, another wide body hangar and a single narrow body. So we are growing at quite a rate.
The geopolitical issues that have been happening in the region, have you found any impact with that? Airlines sort of saying we're not sure about coming to Jordan?
Look, first of all, I have to, my heart goes out to anyone that's involved in that situation with the horrendous loss of life. Jordan has a very historic, neutral stance, and the rulership in Jordan has been very clear on their position. We, as an international MRO, we have to answer the questions of what the impact is, but there is no impact to us. The national airline and any other carrier coming in is obviously having to reroute partially to come into Jordan, but in terms of MRO, no. I mean, Jordan is the safest place I have ever had the privilege to work, and we're not feeling any impact, I'm glad to say.
So one thing here at the Dubai Airshow, of course, we can see the entire supply chain laid out. Now, it's been a bit of a challenge recently with the supply chain. Are we over that problem yet?
We're not over the problem yet, Alan. Supply chain is still the single factor that keeps aircraft in Joramco beyond their expected turnaround times. Now, the supply chain is catching up, but it's not there yet. And that supply chain issue, as I understand it, is driven by the people that left the business and haven't come back. So where we can, we're investing in our own workaround solutions, particularly with things like fabrication of parts such as seat tracks. We've invested $2 million and a 5-axis CNC machine, and we're sweating that asset at the moment. But yeah, there's still too many items that are holding aircraft up.
Okay, Fraser, you have challenges, but it sure looks like there's a bright future ahead. So, Fraser Currie from Joramco, thank you for joining us.